I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw on the first play. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay inbounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Burrow looking to pass. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Burrow escaping the pressure right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. That is caught by Anderson.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. To throw, Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
A great play there. 26 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12, 11, 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On one, ready?
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On 2.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Burrow will throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Throwing on second down. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they go play action now. Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Here we go. 11. 11. Gotta go.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second and a long way to go. Burrow looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 44-yard line.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Mayfield on play action. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now here's Palmer on the jet sweep. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Down to about the 45.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there is no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Burrow. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Carolina, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll lose an important one here as that drops.
Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad with her getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance with double Diddy. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time efficient. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones, yeah,